last couple of weeks been like for you as kind of the more hype is built about you as a possible Heisman candidate?
Hasn't changed anything for me. I'm sticking to my same routine. Still trying to lead these guys because we have bigger goals in mind here towards the end of the season. Other than that, one of the things that we did last week or 2 weeks ago was block out the noise, and that's what I've been doing. Because, like I said, we have bigger goals in mind that I'm a part of and that I want to be a part of towards the end of the season here.
You must be getting more text, phone calls from friends, family,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Yeah, I do get a little bit more text and phone calls from them, congratulating me or saying this and that about certain things. But yeah, like I said, trying to block out all the noise. They get a quick thank you, of course, but other than that, just kind of moving on from it.
When you're a kid, first just kind of starting to play football, getting serious about it, how much was the Heisman kind of in your head as like a future goal?
When I was a little kid, it was really all about just going out there and having fun. It's kind of the same now. I just know a little bit more, better coaches and things like that, better teammates and all of that. But yeah, I started to actually learn about the Heisman probably around 10, 11, 12 years old. And it's been a goal of mine because I think I'm the best, and that's one of the trophies that kind of represents that. So when I was younger, for sure, it was on my mind a little bit more than now. But now since being in college, I still think I'm the best player. I thought that last year when I was playing. I thought it before I came into college. And so it's just certain confidence, but not necessarily focused on that. Since I've been in college, it's been more of a I want to go to the playoffs. I want to go win. I want to go win championships with the team that I want.
What made you, or did you think or say you thought you had Heisman potential?
Yeah. He's had a couple Heisman guys and that have won, and another guy that was there. And so I believe that I had traits of them all, and also had some unique traits of myself. And so he tries to recruit guys like that that can help him go win championships, and only those guys are the best players. And so yeah, for sure.
Caleb, with so much at stake, how do you manage to keep everything in its total perspective?
Got a great group of my support system, me and my family. Also them raising me a certain way. Also I want to win, and get too big-headed or focus on the highs and anything like that is where you start going downhill. So focus on my routine, being here, trying to win with these guys, and leading them keeps things in perspective.
Apologies if you've been asked this already. What are the advantages or disadvantages of playing a team for a second time in a given season?
Some advantages is that you know each other and kind of how they're going to play you, most likely. The things that work for them, they'll probably practice a bit more and get a few more reps of that and run a little bit more, and then try and throw in some kind of things you haven't seen versus them. Disadvantages is that you've played them already. They've seen things that you're good at, and they're going to practice those a lot of times and get a lot of reps on those. And then, that's for sure probably one of the main disadvantages, I would say.
Justin talked about the emotions after that Utah loss and what it showed him about this team. What do you recall from being in the locker room after that?
Yeah.
What you took away from it?
This is actually something we said before the game that I think it was the night before. Actually, it was hours before in our team meeting, and it's a great book or a great story can't be written, and it won't be a great book or great story without some adversity in it. And so after that game, we lost, and that was one of the main things that was being said in the locker room, is that we have this adversity in our life right now that we just lost, and I know we didn't want to lose, but we did lose. And a great book or story can't be written without it. And so we're focused on the next team, and it was I wouldn't say weird, but kind of weird vibe since we just lost. There was a lot more it wasn't more smiles because we did just lose, but the vibe inside the room was completely different than times when I've lost before in college so far. So that was more of a positive vibe inside the locker room after. So yeah.
What do you think about the year the program has had in the turnaround, transfer? It sounds like to you as maybe a factor or two that has been kind of essential to that turnaround happening.
One of our main turnarounds that we have is accountability. Accountability and the coaches, accountability to the players. Our staff here, that not talking about the coaches, just our staff overall. Everybody been on the same page. Everybody, focus on being their best. That's one of the main things. And then some of our culture, some of the things that we go by, that we live by here at USC is here's one of them is great teams are led by players, good teams are led by coaches, and average teams are led by nobody. And so us that was one of our main things that we focused on when we first got here, is making sure that we have kind of a playbook for that side of it. That was one of the main things that we focus on, is our players leading.
You have such a calm and just sort of poise when you're scrambling or just moving around the pocket. Was there ever a moment when you're sort of first starting as a quarterback where you really focused on trying to stay in the pocket, or you were almost like not comfortable moving around and looking downfield at the same time? Or when did that click for you?
I would say there was points even last year that I was like, I need to stay in the pocket more, and me and Coach Riley talked about it, and then there was points where I stayed in the pocket too long. Just trying to find that healthy balance of when I should get out, when I shouldn't, when I should step up and deliver, take a hit, depending on the moment, depending on the situation at hand, or however things are playing out. So there have been moments where there's been, like I said, moments where I should get out, moments where I shouldn't. And me and Coach Riley, we talk about it probably every week. And he always does remind me though that I am a little bit athletic, because since being in college, I've tried to stay in the pocket a lot more and standing there. So he does remind me every once in a while that I am athletic. So get out and run sometimes.
Were you taught initially to stay in the pocket? Like when
Yeah.
you were first learning to be a
Yeah, when I was
quarterback?
first learning to be a quarterback, taught to be in the pocket, probably was a little bit uncomfortable for me, and so I would get out a little bit faster than I should probably, not getting through the reads fully, or seeing the defense fully how I should. Just been working on it, because I'm trying to self-evaluate and get better over time.
Thank you, Taylor.
Right.